Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Public Cloud Design Tips and Tricks. In this channel, we generally discuss about public cloud design problem statements and their related solution. Today, we are going to discuss about Azure Event Hub service. Now the problem statement. How to implement fully managed solutions in a heavy event processing in Azure. Now the solution which has been provided by Microsoft is Azure Event Hubs. So let's try to understand what is Event Hubs. It is a fully managed service which has been provided by Microsoft Azure as Platform as a Service Event Stream Broker. It uses Apache Kafka API with lowest cost and higher performance. If you can see in this diagram, so the event source, it can be streaming data, it can be log files, it can be customer sentiment data, it can be weather data or business applications. So they ingest the data towards event hubs. And then event hubs, what does it does? It has the real-time analytics with Azure Stream Analytics to generate real-time insight from streaming data, or it has the data analytics where you analyze and explore streaming data with Azure Data Explorer. Then it also creates your own cloud native application. You can create your own function app or app services or Spring apps to consume those data. And also at the end, you also have Azure Databricks, where stream events with schema validation using built-in schema registry to ensure quality and compatibility of streaming data. So all these things can be connected from the event hub. So as we understood, it's a kind of broker where there is a source which provides the streams of event data, and it ingests it, it processes it, and then it creates a model and serve it. So that is the basic architecture of Azure Event Hubs. This diagram I have fetched it from Microsoft document. You can get it in the link provided in the description. Now, how does it work? As you can see here, Azure Event Hubs has three layers. One is Event Producer, second is Event Hub Namespace, and third one is Event Consumers. So if you see this diagram, then the first part is Event Producer. So which produces or it can ingest data to an event hub using event hub's SDKs or any Kafka producer client. Then inside the event hub you can see there is a namespace. So what does it mean? Namespace is the management container for one or more event or Kafka topics. It also this management task such as allocating streaming capacity, configuring network security, enabling disaster recovery, whatever you wanted to do with the event of that has to be configured with the namespace. Inside the namespace, you can see there are three colorful event hubs. So event hub or Kafka topic is nothing but it's a hub you can organize events into an event hub or Kafka topic. It is an append only distributing log, which can comprises of one or more partitions. So inside the event hub, you can have more than one or more partitions, and partitions are used to scale an event hub. That means they are like lanes in your freeway, where if you need more streaming throughput, then you need to have more partition inside your namespace or event hubs. Then consumer applications. You can see the consumer application consumes the data by seeking through the event log or maintaining via the SDKs or Kafka APIs. And then the consumer group, which consumes the data from the events from the event hub. So this is how internally event hub works. So what we understood, event producers, second is namespace, event hub Kafka topic, partitions, consumer application, and consumer groups. Now, let's try to understand the network security, which is one of the vital area. So network security, that means you can control the network security of Azure Event Hub. You can add service tags, IP firewall rules, network service endpoints, private endpoints. Let me try to explain what is service tag. Service tag represents a group of IP address or prefixes from a given Azure services. You can use service tags. You can think about when you use network access controls in your network security group or in Azure firewall. You can add the service tags in place of a specific IP, so that behind the scene, if your IP changes, then your service tag will not be affected. Then the second part, IP firewall. So IP firewall is by default event of namespace are accessible to the internet, and until unless you request your request is coming via a authentication and authorization mechanism. With IP firewall, you can restrict it further only to a specific IPv or IPv4 or IPv6 addresses, so that your source will always be restricted and no other sources can reach out to your event hub. That is IP firewall rules. Then the network service endpoint. Network service endpoint, it is the integration of events hub where a virtual network service endpoints enables you to securely access to your message capabilities from a virtual network towards the event hub. As we understood, it's a PaaS service, so it's reached inside the public area. So if you want to reach it safely, then you can use the service endpoints to reach your event hub from your virtual network via the service endpoint. The basic difference between service endpoint and private endpoints are available in this channel. You can go through it to understand it in detail. And the last one is private endpoints. Event Hub also enables the private endpoint capabilities with which you can access Event Hub privately or securely completely in your private network. And Azure hosted customer partner or services can reach out to Azure Event Hub via a private endpoint in a virtual network in a secure way. That means your traffic will not go outside your private network. So all these network security capabilities are available with Azure Event Hubs. We are going to discuss this. I am going to create a new video in the upcoming session where I will try to cover this networking part in detail. Then the last one, when do you need Azure Event Hub? The first need is when you have, Event Hubs is the component to use when you need basically a real-time streaming data processing or real-time reporting, or you want to capture streaming data into files and then further processing and analysis. You also can use it when you have more data available in the stream processing or telemetry streaming processing, and the most important, real-time application logging. In all those cases, event hubs are severe. So yes, this is all about the fundamental of event hub. If you want to know more about it, please follow these links which I have shared from Microsoft. All this data I have captured from the Microsoft document. You can get more in details. This is the beginning. So yeah, looking forward to get your comments over the description. And thanks a lot.